Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host E-Day, bringing you some more of my Productive Bees mod tutorial. So as you can see, we have Creative Flight because I am doubling up and we are playing all the mods 10 as well as Productive Bees at the same time. So if you're curious to see how I got Creative Flight so early in the mod pack, check out my All the Mods 10 episode number 2, where we went over the infusion pylon. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to head to the end and get ourselves the end bees. So we're going to be using the end nests to get the ender bee for ender pearls, as well as the draconic bee for dragon shards. And by dragon shards, I mean draconic combs that get centrifuged to draconic dust. We're going to need this to make draconic chunks, which then can make us the upgrade block. We need that in productive bees, as well as the upgrade productivity alpha. Very cool. Getting the bee is no problem. The problem is that it only flowers the dragon egg, so we're going to have to defeat the ender dragon. The ender bee is not going to be that difficult. For that, we need a chorus plant. So the way we're getting blaze is, of course, by the blaze bee. This is really cool. If you centrifuge them as the comb, they will give you blaze powder. But if you turn it into a block, the block will give you blaze rods. So that takes care of the blaze powder that we're going to need in order to make the Eyes of Ender. Ender pearls, we also took care of that in episode 2 of all the mods. We made the simulation chamber. So of course, vanilla way, we farm a whole lot of endermen. This way, what we can do is we can grab our enderman predictions, which we have 7 of right here, and 49 more right here from letting this guy run AFK, with the solar panel here from Powa charging it. Basic. Not really that much effort involved. So before we head to the end, we are going to need to make the loot fabricator just real quick. We're going to run to the nether and grab ourselves a 1 piece of netherite ingot. So 4 pieces of netherite scrap. All right, so we are at Y level 11. This is the Y level that I enjoy mining at. And what we're going to do, since this is all the mods, we're going to do large tunnel 3x3. Now we're just going to mine until we find ourselves some netherites. All right, and our first piece of ancient debris. Oh, nice. We got another one right behind it. And another piece. Good. That should be enough. All right, redstone comparator and the loot fabricator. There we go. Let's go ahead and attach him to the side of the battery here. And now what we can do is we can take our overabundance of enderman predictions from all the mods, and we can select ender pearls. There we go. All right, so how many ender pearls do you guys think we're gonna need? And let's go Eyes of Ender. And let's go fly, and let's find this portal. All right, we finally found the room. It took forever. So let's go ahead and put down our waypoint. Boop, and end portal. All right, we got Creative Flight, we got a bow, we have an axe and a pickaxe. Let's go ahead and fill this guy out. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. All right, let's see, where is he at? There he is. And one thing I think I forgot was glass bottles. Luckily for me, I can turn these. Okay, there we go. We got glass bottles. There's our boy. Go grab some. Ooh, that deals a lot of damage. Let's go. Pew. 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 Oh, I missed. Pew. 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 Is that all of them? No, there's one more. And fade away. Boom. That's all of them. Alright, let's just use our trusty bone splitter. Pew. Got him. Boom, gotcha. Bam. Gotcha, boy. Ender dragon. All right, there's the egg. Let's see which direction. That away. There it is. And torch and mine it. Oh. We got the dragon egg, and we have our dragon's breath as well. Oh, we got the ender dragon trophy. Nice. Throw it through. What? And here we go. We found the trees. And I'm pretty sure we're going to need silk touch for this. Nope, chorus flower. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and pop our chorus fruit. And we can go ahead and make the 2 nests that we need. We need obsidian with the diamond sword to make the obsidian nest. And we need the end stone with the iron sword to make the end stone nest. Let's grab our popped chorus. We can put our obsidian nest and our end stone nest. We need dragon's breath for the obsidian nest. There we go, it's on cooldown. And we need popped chorus for the end stone. Wonderful. And now, just like the other episodes, we have to wait the 20 minutes. All right, so here we go. We got 5 seconds. There is our draconic bee. And there is our ender bee. Perfect. We got the 2 bees that we needed, and they are both in adult form. And it shows temper aggressive for the draconic bee. So we got to watch out for that. We got the dragon egg for the draconic bee, and we have the chorus flower for the ender bee. So that's all we need from the end. So now we can use the ender bee to go ahead and get us ender pearls. That is really cool. These ender combs will centrifuge for a 20% chance for ender pearl. So if you're going AFK on a server, or if you're leaving your single player world on at home, when you come back, you're gonna have so many ender pearls, it's not even funny. We're going to need the draconic bee later on to breed with the ancient bee to make the vibranium bee. And the ancient bee, we're going to need a block of netherite. We need to give it to one of our diamond bees. So 1 block of netherite to do a bee conversion on the diamond bee. But then also it flowers a block of netherite. So we need 2 blocks of netherite. We need 18 ingots of netherite. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the draconic bee away right now with the dragon egg, since it is aggressive. We can bypass that with a simulator upgrade in another episode. What we're going to do is we're going to breed. We have the ender bee, which breeds with the lapis bee to make the diamond bee. And the lapis bee, we made that in a previous episode. Redstone bee with the blue banded bee. Redstone bee was chocolate mining with glowing, and glowing came from the glowing nest. All right, so let's head over here. We have 2 steps we need to do. I did not let the lapis bee fly around, so it is still a child. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the baby incubator to grow this little guy to an adult. It's going to take a while. What we could do is we could take out our speed upgrades and put them in here. There we go. That'll be a lot faster now. Wonderful. Lapis bee is up and running. We'll go ahead and grab the speed upgrades as well. Head to the breeding chamber. We need the lapis with the ender. All speed upgrades makes the diamond bee. Thank goodness. We're going to need a lot of these guys. All right, and I'm going to check and see if we put 2 bee cages in right here. It should pop 1 out and then start working on the next one if we give it more than 1 flower. Just fully stock these guys with flowers. Yeah, it'll start making the second bee. It won't stack, but when we pull this one out, we can pull the second one out. So as long as you have a bunch of flowers in here and 2 bee cages, you can AFK 2 bees at a time. And let's see if I'm right. I vaguely remember doing this in All the Mods 9. It will complete and just wait for us. I'm pretty sure it's done when you take this out. It gives you the second one. Yeah. Oh, and I had 14, so it's working on the 3rd one now that I blanked. All right, so these are both in child form. I'm going to drop one of these guys in over here to start being bred. And I'm kind of curious. I want to see if we can do conversions on child bees. Because this one, the diamond bee, turns into the ruby, the sapphire, the peridot, the ancient, the amethyst, the celesti gem. That's new for me. Arcanus, dark gem, fluorite, and the rose quartz bee. Wow, that's a lot of bee conversions. Ruby, sapphire, and peridot were in all the mods 9, and they were a little frustrating because I don't believe the ruby and the sapphire and the peridot had world spawns. All right, in our mining tunnel, we have sapphire. Go ahead and grab that. That's 4 pieces. We did mine our way through one of these, so this block of amethyst should be enough. All right, we did find peridot here at world spawn, and a little bit ways away we got the ruby ore. Here's some more deep slate ruby ore. That should be enough for us to get, 9 for a block of ruby. We got some deep slate sapphire right here. Hopefully that's enough for us to get our... Nope, we need one more. Bummer. Peridot, 1 block. That's a big bummer. I don't think we're gonna have enough peridot, huh? 7. Aha, there we go. And 11, so all we need now is a sapphire. Finally, we found some diamonds. I can't believe it's been this difficult to find these. Oh, finally some sapphire. And 10, that's enough. Good, we can go. All right, so diamond bee and ruby. Of course, I have to tag it. And I believe it ate the ruby, but it did not change. That's awful. Now I have to go get more rubies. Let's go ahead and put this one in here, and we should have 2 ready. Right? Oh, it ran out of power. Oh, there it is. Cool. So we have an adult and we have 2 children. So let's go ahead and just set them free and let them grow the old-fashioned way. And let's head into the middle room here where we have our adult bee. And here's the ruby. Ugh, I missed again. And ruby. And ruby. Thank you. Ruby bee. Cool. All right, so let's let this guy make another 2 diamond bees, because for us to get credit in the quest book, if you guys care about this, we need a ruby comb, and that comes from it pollinating a full ruby block. So that means we do need to get 2 blocks of each. All right, so let's check our nests. They are still child, because it hasn't been 20 minutes yet. This one is born, yep. We can let the ruby out, and we can place the ruby block in the ground. All right, here come all our bees. Yep, we got 3 diamond bees flying around, and 1, yep, should be ready. So let's go ahead and feed this one in the middle area here so that they don't get mixed up. So, first try, I'm going to wait till he stops. There we go. We got our sapphire bee. All right, sapphire bee, and let's replace one of the blocks with sapphire. And we'll move another diamond bee over to the baby incubator. There go all the diamond bees. Yep, they're busy looking for a piece of diamond. So let's go ahead and put that down and let them all pollinate over here. They look like flies when they're so small. Little breakdancing flies. Just busting a move. There's our ruby comb, so now we don't need the ruby out anymore. Let's go ahead and grab our slimy bee, since we have a diamond bee in the baby incubator. Let's go ahead and grab this adult and switch out the ender bee and the lapis bee with the diamond bee and the slimy bee that we got in episode 1 for the emerald bee. All right, there's our sapphire comb and our first diamond combs. Yay. Oh, looks like we got ourselves an adult diamond bee. Very cool. And some endstone with a chorus flower on top for the ender bee. Diamond bee is an adult, so let's go ahead and go into the middle area again. And let's change this one into a peridot bee. Let's see, one of them's an adult already, right? Yeah. Let's grab that guy. Because it's been 20 minutes now. And our last bee will be the amethyst bee. Diamond, and let you come to a stop. Boop. There we go. Amethyst bee. Looking legit. I love the purple. And our emerald bee is complete. Let's go ahead and drop this guy off as well. And let's drop off the emerald. Oh, bummer, it's raining. So even though it's daytime, they're not going to come out because it's raining. We're going to fix that with gene indexing in a future episode. And all the bees are free. They're pollinating and going back home. I love these little guys. They're just too adorable. I wish they would stay this size. Teeny tiny, like flies. They should make resource flies. There's our amethyst, our peridot, and our emerald. Is the ender bee outside? He's outside. Oh, he teleported. You, get back here. Yeah, he can teleport through the glass. We might have to save him for the feeding slab episode. But I think that's a good stopping point. We got the amethyst bee with the diamond bee, the peridot, the rubee, and the sapphire bee, all with the diamond bee. We're now making diamond combs. So we have a chance at getting diamonds, which AFK is going to be pretty sweet. So next episode is definitely going to be us making simulation upgrades, as well as everything we need to know about feeding slabs so that we can set up the perfect beehive. The bees won't have to come out anymore. We'll still have some for aesthetic reasons, like I like seeing bees flying around. But with the simulator upgrade and the feeding slab put in front of it, the bees will no longer come out of the nest. So I think this is the perfect opportunity to just drop this guy down. And we got our Ender Dragon trophy. Rawr!
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation and consider leaving a boom in the comment section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.